I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera. We're sponsored by The Human Being in Newport and Lincoln City. And today I am here with Tank, and he is with a foundation, Racw With Us.
Yes.
And we're so happy to have him here and learn a little bit more about this incredible new organization here in Lincoln County. Tank, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and the foundation.
How do I start, right? I was originally from LA. I moved up here. When my mom passed, my dad needed some help, and it was something that I visited, and I ended up staying here, and I enjoyed the coast. What else? I mean, the foundation, one time I was having a conversation with my dad because my dad was trying to figure out, I want to do a foundation for your mom. It would be something for her legacy. And I was like, okay. And, he went to bed, and, I started thinking, and then I just jumped right into this rabbit hole that never ended, and it keeps going, and I enjoy it. And I literally was up till like 3 a.m. putting it down on how do you start a foundation, and just started jotting notes, and then I presented my father a little, like, here's how we start a foundation. And I pretty much, he liked it, and we made it official. Like, we started doing the preliminary stuff to get the foundation going, and didn't realize how much work it was. But we were able to muster it up and get it done. We had Justin, our director, who's a good friend of mine, and we started bouncing ideas back and forth, and to this very day we are still bouncing ideas. And he's actually part of the board on events, how to improve the overall care packages that we give out to.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what your foundation does.
Perfect.
So folks know about you.
So Racw With Us Foundation, we are here to help the Oregon coast and get a retreat center to help cancer patients and just make it a little easier. Because at the end of the day, traveling 2-3 hours to go to treatment was really hard. Mm-hmm. Just alone, the coming back after chemo treatment, it's brutal on you. Another thing that we want to do is have a van, a sprinter van, a luxury sprinter van that will have captain's chair, wheelchair access, a TV, a basket full of fruits, snacks, and then a refrigerator filled with beverages, and for them, a blanket and a pillow, and just relax, because that process of just after treatment, before treatment, the traveling, it's not fun. It's uncomfortable. And until we get the center, that's what we're targeting right now, is that van to help get the patients to and from. A second thing is care packages. We want to start giving care packages to cancer patients. It was something my mom, she kind of gave me the idea, because when she would go to treatments, she had like a bag, and I got her a sarcoma cancer bag, and she would put coloring books, she would put her blanket, she would put beanies, she would put every little thing that she would make her comfortable during chemo. And that's why I said, you know what? I think that will definitely help cancer patients to have that care package while they go to these treatments, and just a little help extra to make that process more enjoyable. Mm-hmm. And then the next step is, of course, the Cancer Retreat Center. There's nothing like it on the coast. And, what we've decided is we want to have the main center And then I have a bunch of bungalows for families. So for example, if their time is very short, have them stay in one of the bungalows and let them enjoy life for however long it's left. My mom loved the coast. It was something she always wanted to do, is to live on the coast, battling cancer, and it was just something that relaxed her. And just the ocean air, the cool breeze, and that was something that she definitely wanted. And I feel like that's something what cancer patients would also want and need to just help get through those days.
And let's talk a little bit about the race aspect. You have a history in your family of doing race cars, right?
Yeah, yes, we do. We've been racing since probably mid to late 90s. It started with my father, and he did a lot of club racing. And then, when I was a kid watching him, I would help strap him in the race car. I said, this is what I want to do. I want to be a race car driver. And it ended up becoming a profession. Unfortunately, when mom got cancer, it kind of took a back seat. And I was okay with it, because I could always come back to it. Even on her last part of her life, she went to a race. She went to a Portland race at PIR. We didn't want her to go, but she insisted. And we had her Airstream, so we were able to, stay at the track. She had her own little space, turn on the AC when she needed to. But what really touched me and just knew how much my mom loved me and how devoted the racing was to her was while I was out racing, she was with the timing and scoring board, and she would talk to all the ladies that were doing time and scoring and say, yeah, that's my son. And she'd be so proud. And, she loved being around the racing. And the name came, Race With Us is because like a racing team, you need a support team when you battle cancer. So my pit crew is there for me when I'm on the racetrack. My coach is there in my ear telling me what I need to do. It transfers right over to cancer. You have to have a good support team to make it really pleasant and help. And you never know, that might one day just help, beat cancer. So
that's amazing. And you're 100% correct. That pit crew, that team, that support is what really helps to not only the patients, but is important for the families going through it, because you don't go through cancer alone.
Yes, and we're a team, and that's how we do it. And it was another thing too that I thought of is what better way to fundraise at the events, because when I'm racing, it's on the national level. People see it's broadcast. And we came up with Ribbon of Hope. So people can donate $100. They'll get a ribbon and they can say, oh, for mom. And then what cancer she's battling. If it's breast cancer, it's pink, of course. And what we would do is before the race, we would do a social media shout out saying, oh, this is so-and-so, she's battling breast cancer. And I would put the sticker on the car.
Oh, that's amazing. And is that something you're still doing? Do you have your own team still?
Yes, we have our team. We are currently just in hiatus right now. I think most important right now is just getting the foundation going. Once the foundation's up and going, we'll revisit it. My goal was to get to at least one more race this year, but it's fine if I can't. I'm looking forward to 2027.
All right. And do you have any upcoming fundraisers or things that you're doing here in Lincoln County?
Oh, yes, we do. We are definitely the talk of the town. Race With Us is definitely getting the exposure it needs. We had our gala, was very successful, great fundraiser. And then now we're doing our bowling Strike Out for Strike Out Cancer. We are honoring 12 cancer patients on 12 lanes. So each lane is for that particular person battling cancer. They're getting recognition and they get a care package. Yeah, people can register with Race With Us. Go on our events page and register to bowl. And it will be on June 27th, Saturday. That's one of our fundraisers. And then the next one is July. That one's very special because Mom passed away with sarcoma cancer. Mom loved Georgie's clam chowder. So that month means a lot for me because that's what she passed away from. And what better way to do it with a bonfire too. So clam chowder bowl, bonfire. And
doesn't get more beach than that.
Yes. So that's going to be in July. We're finalizing the date and the small details. And then August, we have our hiking. So I think it could be October, actually. August, we're still trying to pin down some ideas. But other than that, yes, follow our Facebook. You will see all the updates, all the event stuff. That's what I am currently also doing. I'm managing the Facebook page and definitely wearing multiple hats here on the foundation.
I'm a little familiar with wearing multiple hats.
Yes.
All right. How can Lincoln County support you?
A donation, of course, as always helps. If you know people that currently have cancer, please let us know. We want to hear their story and see what we can do to also improve. Maybe there's something in the care package that we can improve, or maybe there's another thing that we can do for fundraising to help improve. As of right now, a lot of it's been a lot of sweat and tears into this. On the financial side, it's really hard, especially starting as a nonprofit. Thanks to all the people that's been doing the donations, all the people that's sponsoring the events, especially South Beach Church, Pastor Luke, he's been wonderful. James, Diamond in the Rough. Wow, they have definitely stepped up. And my mom loved going to that church, and they knew my mom, and she was a spark plug, and you definitely knew when Jackie was at church because she'd be saying hi to everyone. Definitely say hi to Pastor Luke. So,
do you need volunteers for anything?
Yes, we do. We actually need volunteers as well. I'm very new to the coast, so it would definitely help. So, volunteers, yes, definitely is one of the things that we do need.
All right. And let's let folks know your website, your Facebook page, and how they can contact you if they want to get involved.
Of course, it is racewithus.org is our website, and then Race With Us is our Facebook, and then Race With Us 11 is our Instagram. I'm working on the Instagram. It seems like I'm getting more feedback on the Facebook side. I'm noticing that on the coast, it's a lot more Facebook oriented here.
All right. Anything else that you would like to add, Tank?
No, that'd be it. Thank you for this. This is something really meaningful for me and the team. And we definitely want to get the name out there. And it will definitely help put a cancer retreat center on the coast, help us get our van, help us get us care packages so we can start giving them out.
All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Kiera.
Thank you.
We are sponsored again by The Human Being in Newport at 6th Street and Highway 101. You'll find them in Lincoln City at the north end of the city on the west side next to TLC Credit Union. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kiera Morgan.